I'm used to the big lights, the big stage, the interviews, the pressure. I've been having a target on my back for such a long time because I had what people wanted. For me, it's just like, I feel like a fish in the water here.
No, like I said, I'm not looking past this fight. This man is the objective, and this is the man to beat.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Boxing Insider. What you're about to see happened at a press conference that was supposed to be calm and professional, but things got real, things got physical. Rico Verhoeven walked into that room with one thing on his mind, and he wasn't holding back. He got right in Oleksandr Usyk's face with words so aggressive that the whole room went silent. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Usyk just sat there, staying calm, while Rico was throwing around threats and promises.
From the first bell, what are you going to do?
Knock his head off. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm, like I said, I'm like 55 pounds heavier. So as soon as I hit him, it's gonna be something different.
He just smiled and said the guy is a bad predictor. This is one of the wildest matchups you're about to see.
What do you think of that, Oleksandr? A built-up cruiserweight? What do you make of Rico's prediction? If he lands his best shot, you'll go down.
A bad predictor.
So here's what's happening. In May, at the Pyramids of Giza in Egypt, two guys who have never lost their titles are about to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. One guy, Oleksandr Usyk, is basically the best boxer on the planet right now. The other guy, Rico Verhoeven, is the best heavyweight kickboxer who ever lived. This shouldn't even be a real fight, but it is. And the stuff they've been saying to each other, it's honestly pretty wild. Let's start with Rico, because this guy is absolutely full of confidence. He's been the #1 kickboxer for more than 10 years. He's beaten everyone in his sport. Nobody has ever knocked him out in his entire career. Now he's stepping into the boxing ring against Usyk, and he's not going there just to show up. This guy actually believes he can win.
Rico, AJ, Dubois, they've all landed their best shots on Usyk. He hasn't gone down, he hasn't been knocked out. Why do you believe you have the power to do this?
I don't think so. I don't think they landed their best shot on Usyk. Because he's so, slithery. He's all over the place. So I think he didn't get like rocked the right way. In the Fury fight, he got the uppercut. He was rocked. He was like wobbly. So it's definitely, it can be done.
What weaknesses do you see in him? Some people say he's maybe weak to the body at times. What do you see?
I don't know. He's a phenomenal fighter. He's a phenomenal fighter, all round, agile, an amazing gas tank. It's like a Rubik's Cube.
At the press conference, Rico didn't hold back at all. When asked what he'd do to Usyk in the fight, he said something that made everyone sit up and listen.
Well, when I land my best punch on him, of course he will go down because it's like a 20-kilo weight difference. He's like a build-up cruiserweight. So, and I'm like a naturally born heavyweight. So that's a big difference. So that's what's gonna happen if I land my best shot clean. And if not, we're just gonna win.
Think about that for a second. Rico is basically saying the size difference is so big that Usyk won't be able to handle it. He weighs about 270 pounds. Usyk weighs around 215. That's a huge gap in the heavyweight division. But here's the thing that makes Rico dangerous. He didn't just walk away from kickboxing because he was bored. He's been training boxing for 15 years with a world-class coach named Peter Fury. Peter Fury trained the heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. So Rico isn't some random kickboxer walking into the ring. He knows boxing. He's sparred with top boxers. He actually understands what he's doing. Rico said this at the press conference.
Why I think I'll beat you is because I'm bringing something different to the table that you haven't seen before. You've seen everything there is in the sport of boxing. And I know you're a champion, you have a champion mindset, and you've been watching all my videos and dissecting everything, and your team has been doing that, and you've been getting sparring partners and as much information as possible. But still, I'll bring something to the table that you haven't seen before. That's going to be the difference, the biggest difference. And that's going to be the reason why I'm going to beat you.
Now, when Usyk heard Rico making all these big predictions about knocking him down, he just smiled and said something short that said everything.
We'll see.
100%.
What do you think of that, Oleksandr? A built-up cruiserweight? What do you make of Rico's prediction? If he lands his best shot, you'll go down.
A bad predictor. We'll see.
That's it. That's what Usyk said. Not angry, not worried, just calm. Just, we'll see. See, that's who Usyk is. He's never been knocked down in his entire career, except one time when Tyson Fury knocked him down with a perfect uppercut. He's never been knocked out. He's beaten Tyson Fury twice. He's beaten Anthony Joshua twice. He's beaten everyone, basically. When people make big claims against him, he doesn't get upset. He just waits. But here's the interesting thing. Some real heavyweight experts think Rico actually might be a problem for Usyk. Take Tony Bellew, a former heavyweight champion who actually fought Usyk himself. Tony said something important about this fight.
I can't get my head around it. It'll be the experience of a lifetime. You break it down, and when it comes to the fight, Rico Verhoeven is a problem. He's a problem, and we don't actually know much about him from a boxing perspective, but we know nothing really. He's had one bout and you cannot take anything from that at all. His kickboxing experience tells you an awful lot.
Tony fought Usyk years ago, and he had a really interesting story to tell. He had the perfect game plan going. Short counters, drawing Usyk in, then hitting him with right hands.
I love that.
He's a maverick. He's a one-off. He's the unicorn. He is the one-off. That I can't explain him.
One of the things you've always said about when you're in the ring with him, it's not necessarily the sort of the physical side of things. It's the mental, it's the footwork. It keeps you guessing.
He exhausted me. And the plan was going perfectly for me. At the end of round 7, I'm ahead on 2 judges' scorecards and I'm drawn on 1 judge's scorecard. But what I didn't foresee was exhaustion levels. In camp, I was perfect. Dave Caldwell got me in the best shape of my career. I felt absolutely wonderful in camp.
You had abs.
I did have abs at cruiserweight, yeah, which has never happened before, never happened since. They left me that day and they've never came back since. But in camp, I was perfect. And as I said, Dave Caldwell's an amazing coach who had a great game plan. It's just I didn't foresee getting tired. And make no mistake about it, he made me tired. He's the only fighter I ever fought where I've gone, he's just better than me. I never faced a guy in my whole career and thought you were better than me. I lost to Adonis Stevenson, yes. I defeated everybody I faced besides 2 men, Adonis Stevenson and Oleksandr Usyk, both Ring Magazine champions. And with the Stevenson, I knew what 12 stone 7 was too much. But with Usyk, he was just better than me. And I've never experienced that before in my career. And when he was in the ring with him and he was attacking and he was on me, I just thought, wow. And then, as I said to Malik before, he said, Tony, you hit it so well, I didn't know you was tired. I didn't know I don't remember going out for round 8. I was that tired.
And Tony is a huge guy. If Usyk made him that exhausted while Tony was winning on the scorecards, that tells you something about Usyk's style. But another expert named Malik Scott brought up something important about Rico that people aren't talking about enough. Malik said, he has absolutely nothing to lose here. He's got everything to prove. That's exactly what it does. It makes him more dangerous. It makes him more alive. Think about it. Usyk is expected to win. Everyone expects him to win. All the pressure is on him. But Rico, nobody thinks he's going to win. So Rico can go in there swinging without any fear. That actually can be dangerous in a fight. Now let's talk about what both guys are doing to prepare. Rico has been in a serious training camp in Spain and Holland. His coach is Peter Fury, and he's brought in someone else too, Mike Tyson. Yeah, the Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, is personally helping Rico train. Tyson saw something in Rico that made him decide to get involved. Tyson told this to Rico in camp. You guys can't get discouraged. You lose, you get knocked out. I've been knocked out, lost. When you don't quit in life, good stuff happens at the end. Tyson is teaching Rico things that Usyk probably doesn't expect. Footwork, head movement, how to use your jab differently, stuff that makes you a harder target to hit. Tyson understands knockout power better than almost anyone alive, and he's drilling that into Rico. Usyk's preparation is different, though. He doesn't change much.
Oleksandr, did you prepare any differently for him? There's not obviously a lot of boxing footage of his style. Was there anything different that you did in camp to prepare for this fight than you have for normal boxing opponents?
No, my prepare not change. We do it the same work, but sometimes we change sparring partner. But we not drink, we not smoke, we rest, we boxing. Yeah, it's a normal because it's a boxing fight. Yeah, yeah. We look for guys who same do it work like Rico, but my prepare not change. My prepare hard, but listen, I told like this. Today evening, my second training, yeah, it's a hard training. Oof, it's but now I hear I not do it. You know, today I have rest day, but I know when I back in my training camp, Cuba give me a double training. But today happy, but tomorrow I have problem.
Not so happy.
Yes, not so.
For Usyk, it's simple. He prepares the same way for everyone. He's brought in sparring partners who mimic what Rico does, but his basic system stays the same. Why would he change? He's beaten everyone. But here's something people don't always talk about. Usyk trains wrestling 3 times a week. Wrestling is exhausting. It wears you out like nothing else, and Usyk is good at it. That means if Rico tries to clinch and wrestle, Usyk has been preparing for that too. Now let's get real about this fight. What does Rico actually have to do to win? According to the experts, he has to come out crazy aggressive right from the start. He can't let Usyk get comfortable. He can't let Usyk set up his rhythm. Rico needs to go forward, back Usyk up, and make it a rough, dirty fight. Not a beautiful boxing match, but a war.
I don't think he's going to, no. And I think he'll make it interesting, the 3 or 4 rounds. And that's if he goes in and goes wild. I expect him to go in that ring and show Oleksandr no respect. Right? He's showing him respect now.
Yes. Throw the kitchen sink at him.
If he's going to have a chance, he's just got to go in, let his hands go and not stop.
The problem is, after about 4 rounds, if Usyk hasn't been hurt yet, he starts to figure things out. That's when Usyk becomes basically unstoppable.
And then I think that'll offset Oleksandr Usyk for maybe 3 or 4 rounds. Once them 3 or 4 rounds pass and he's figured it out, I'm sorry, but you're banging trouble.
So Rico's window is small. He's got the first 4 rounds, maybe into the 5th, to make something happen. His size is his weapon early. His power is his weapon early. But if it goes beyond that and becomes a boxing match, Usyk's skill just takes over. Usyk, for his part, is probably going to do what he always does. Feel Rico out. See what he does. Watch his patterns. Download how Rico fights, and then use everything he learned against him. That's been Usyk's style for years now. He figures you out, and then he breaks you down. The thing about Rico, though, is that kickboxing is different from boxing. Usyk's never fought a heavyweight kickboxer before. I love boxing because it's an instrument. God gave me chance, Usyk said, talking about his approach to the sport. He's seen every boxing style, but he hasn't seen this. When you ask Rico why he thinks he can win, he gives you a simple answer. He said,
they're boxing fans, and probably most of them don't follow kickboxing or don't know the sport of kickboxing, so they have no clue who Rico is. And I've been dominating the heavyweight kickboxing sport for over a decade. Yeah. I'm used to the big lights, the big stage, the interviews, the pressure. I've been having a target on my back for such a long time because I had what people wanted. For me, it's just like, I feel like a fish in the water here.
I'm used to big lights. I'm used to big stages. I've been fighting my whole life. And that's true. This guy has been a champion for over 10 years. He's used to winning. He's used to being the best. Now he's bringing that mindset into boxing. Is he the favorite? No, not even close. Usyk is probably a 10-1 favorite or worse. But is this a real fight with real danger? Yeah, it actually is. Rico is stronger. Rico is heavier. Rico has knockout power. And if he catches Usyk early, if he lands that perfect right hand that he's been talking about, Usyk could go down. It's possible. That's why May 23rd at the Pyramids of Giza is going to be absolutely crazy to watch. You've got the best boxer in the world fighting the best kickboxer in the world. You've got Mike Tyson in one corner. You've got one of the best boxing coaches ever in the other corner. And you've got a guy who refuses to accept that he can't win, going up against a guy who hasn't lost in his entire life.